Hello everybody, Scott Films here. Today we are going to be watching this news article about Huggy Wuggy. I hate Huggy Wuggy, but I do know one tongue twister I just made about Huggy Wuggy like 5 minutes ago. Alright, let me try it out. And if you get this wrong, you have to stop. Would you hug a Huggy Wuggy if a Wuggy hugged you? Alright, now let's watch.
Well, we know kids these days can get caught up in social media trends, but it can be alarming for parents to hear about one for much younger kids, elementary age.
Holly is in the newsroom with a new game parents need to watch out for. And Holly, this is pretty unsettling.
It is unsettling, Steve and Jeanette, and it's called, innocently enough, the Huggy Wuggy game.
Oh my god. First, they call it the Huggy Wuggy game. That sounds like one of those games children play, like, oh, let's play tag. No one said we should play the Huggy Wuggy game. It's weird. Actually, I know, I was playing chess with someone, and it was, like, a really young kid, and he said, oh, can I show you a magic trick? It was just a fidget spinner. They called it a spinny spin, and he heard his mom say that. And I know someone else calls monsters.com. All those weird people not knowing the real name.
Game, and while it may sound innocent, like I said, it could actually be really traumatic for some children. So joining us now from parents.com, who reported on the game, is editorial director Melissa Bykowski. Good morning, Melissa. It's good to see you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
And I get articles from parents.com, and I saw this article, and I couldn't believe it. I was reading it. So for people that aren't...
Okay, what was wrong with Huggy Wuggy? I know my friend's brother loves it so much. He mostly watches the videos, but he doesn't know how to play it like on anything else. He almost got a virus once. This is actually true. From just watching, downloading an app was actually a scam. It was tragic. Yeah.
Aren't familiar with Huggy Wuggy, what is it?
Yeah, so Huggy Wuggy is a character in a horror computer game called Poppy Playtime. It's blue, it kind of looks like...
She got correct, but the other person didn't. So sad.
A Cookie Monster, but it has really big teeth.
Wait. So you're saying this looks like Cookie Monster. Alright, I'm gonna do all lore, all theory. Cookie Monster is in Poppy Playtime. He loves eating cookies until he got new eyeballs and he saw flesh. That's actually cookies. Or something else like that. Yeah, I was just staring at my pug. Acting all dramatic.
But like most things in pop culture, kids aren't necessarily watching or playing it, but they're hearing about it in other ways.
Top 5. YouTube, TikTok, social media, Facebook, and other stuff. Maybe Twitter. Diaries, never mind.
Yeah, so...
And so how is this becoming like such a concern? Like how is this translating? Is it just scaring them, or are they actually taking on some of the actions of this creature?
Yeah, so apparently in the game, the character that you just saw goes around and hugs people and whispers really creepy songs into their ear. Not
true. Like, really, I don't even play Poppy Playtime. I don't like that game, but I feel like I should be doing YouTube. I'm just bored. But let me tell you something. What the God? What? I'm sorry. What? Wait. Why? Like, he doesn't like. Why would you call a horror game? Like, I'm not gonna go up to my pug. Hey, buddy. Huggy Wuggy boy. That's creepy. Why did I just do that?
So Common Sense Media says there's no graphic violence, but obviously that can be a little scary. On playgrounds, it seems like kids are mimicking that. They're going around and hugging each other.
What? Okay, now that is a little bit concerning, like, for a parent, but imagine saying that to someone in this room, or someone younger. That is a little concerning. That is one review I'm gonna be saying.
And kind of whispering these creepy mantras at each other.
What mantras? Tell me what mantras? Like, I would believe you, but I'm sorry not to, because what type of mantras are there? I know there's that song saying, Huggy Wuggy will squeeze you until you pop. But really, what's wrong with that? Come on. Say that to a toddler. They won't understand.
So it's kind of like what we saw with Squid Game, like Squid Game to the
Exactly.
playground, huggy wuggy.
Okay, I know I'm not that good with Squid Game, but by watching different images and lots of people talking about it, I think there's like a playground Squid Game, but it's not like that. Like, you don't see the people with the guns. Like, I always hear a lot of weird stuff about Squid Game, but you don't see people with guns hugging people saying, huggy wuggy, we'll squeeze you until you go boom. Oh, sorry.
To the playground with kids kind of doing some inappropriate things. So I guess the next obvious question is, how are kids, especially young kids, getting exposed to this?
So part of it is from, the normal ways. Older siblings are playing it. They're hearing it from friends with older siblings. Or
All right, my friend's brother loves this game. I don't know what's concerning. Like, we all know that Huggy Wuggy is, like, in Chapter 1, he's a psycho killer, but really, we know that in Chapter 2, Kissy Missy wasn't that harmful. She was curious. She, like, helped you out.
it's on YouTube or a social media app, and a name like Huggy Wuggy easily slips through parental controls.
Yeah, I mean, my child never watched an episode of Squid Game, but he knew all about it, right? I mean, that's just kind of...
Because of YouTube, social media, other stuff that has social, Facebook and Twitter, all that other stuff. Even though your kid doesn't watch Squid Game, there are people recording it like, oh, this episode of Squid Game. I know this YouTuber who mostly does SpongeBob episodes, like records them. But really, he gets so much views. I don't know what's that about.
Like Greenlight, they're all playing it.
Yeah. So here's the next thing. What can parents do about it?
Yeah. So
They can shut up about it.
obviously it's impossible to know every single thing your kid is playing and watching. But a big thing to do is just know the apps that they're using. If they're using YouTube, if they're using Facebook. And that way parents can come.
Okay, I know this is for like parents, but really, I'm not gonna go to my kid's tablet and see what games they're doing.
To their child when they see a news segment like this and say, have you heard of this game? Have you heard of Squid Games? Have you heard of Huggy Wuggy? And then they can have open-ended
I feel like all of us has seen different popular stuff, but it's more weird and cringy.
questions. What are your thoughts? How are you feeling? The biggest thing is just communication, making sure that your kid knows that if they are scared or if they are concerned about anything they see, anything their friends are talking about, they can come to their parents.
I think it's...
Okay, I feel like that's something okay, but if they're calling it the Huggy Wuggy game, if they're talking garbage about it, some people who really, really love it aren't that going to be that happy about people saying it, especially me, because lots of people talk weirdness about different games, but without meaning and stuff. I would like to give, at the end of the video, I would like to show you a surprise.
It's important to understand what that conversation needs to look and sound like, right? So it's just not a matter of saying, do you know about this? Well, you shouldn't be doing it.
Okay. So, you're not going to go up to someone and say, hey, do you know about the Candyman? You have to get a torch and yell at Candyman in the toilet. Really, I feel like a toddler would never know about Huggy Wuggy. Maybe see a friend talk about it, but really, what's concerning?
Right. So parents can, of course, express their concerns that, it troubles me as a parent that you might be playing X, Y, Z. But the bigger thing to do is to open conversation so that the kids know that if there is something that is concerning them, they can approach you without judgment, without shame.
I know, but what's wrong with Huggy Wuggy? I'm just saying.
And that they can start the conversation for how they can handle it if they are concerned with their parents.
Real quickly, in like 10 seconds or less, and maybe this is the biggest question, because if we're talking about Huggy Wuggy now, there's already something else that's coming along, right? So how do parents keep up? Facebook groups are a great way to hear about it. That's how we heard about Huggy Wuggy. Just listening to, other parents and what they're seeing from their kids is really smart. And having conversations with kids at the end of the day. All right, Melissa, thank you. Really appreciate you enlightening us to this. And there's parents.com.
Seriously. I would like to know about someone else's review. Come up here, Puggy Boy. Tell everybody your review. Oh God. Anything you gotta say? Oh God. Alright, now. Okay, never mind. I guess that's it. Like and sub, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'm sorry.